definitely a better defensive line than I had in a long time. You got Josh Allen, dude out of Kentucky. He's good. We just gave him a little payday. Williams, got speed. You got middle linebackers is my weak spot. But I got one good one. I run a 3-4, but he don't play a lot. Sometimes I run that sub linebackers. My safety. I'm really curious to see my cornerback position. They're pretty good. Good man to man. Not the fastest corners, but they should be able to hold their own. That's good safety too. These safeties. He's a rookie. Josh Jones. Got him behind him. Even my kickers are good. This is a really good squad. Like the dude that was on the team, he probably couldn't play Madden. He was a great GM. Like I would hire him to be my GM. For real. though. So might be able to run the ball on them, or have to run the ball on them. They got a good D line, but their linebackers ain't that great. They got JJ Watt. This dude is pretty decent. 77 tackles, 82 in the middle. See what this dude get here. Gotta give me something to eat after this, man. Got no food in the house. Get something to eat, take a nap before I drive tonight. First game. What unis we gonna bust out? We gonna bust out them. Yeah, we gonna bust out the old school black joints.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is Melvin Gordon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Here's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Got him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Go for it. Go
Picked
for
off
it.
at the 40.
It's the rookie.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7
minutes.
Texans
No accelerated clock.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott.
I don't get Miles.
He lost the football.
Dang.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, I couldn't get there. Dang.
As he pulls it in.
Ooh, he's throwing some tight ones.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
On the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, It's Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Got him.
Trying to get it to Cobb. It's intercepted.
Good gracious.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
I couldn't get out of him.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Good job, D.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 21-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10.
Oh, he came.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Minshew sets up the screen to Robinson.
Nice, Robinson. Get down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a touchdown. Houston. Melvin Gordon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they try the right side here.
Oh, come right back at him. Yeah,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
So dude got the pick
It's
6.
good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Texans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Texans 7.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2 yards.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Made at the 38-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding
and he
can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Minshew.
Gardner.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Jaguars 28. Texans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The ball carried by number
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Gary and Conley on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Texans' 27-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at
the best defensive linemen. They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, check that.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
They give it to me?
A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Texans.
If I give up the field goal, it's still.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 44.
Prescott on first down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
See if you back up off me.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
I got him. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check it. Ready?
On second down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate call, calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The pressure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go, D. Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Check it in.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Minshew sets to throw.
Away, God, can't even get it thrown away fast enough.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
He got it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Pass incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh.
And that's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
What's he doing?
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Minshew's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like... opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Minshew throwing on third down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
19-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
1st and 10.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will extend this big lead.
7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Man open, it's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
Dang it.
He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott yet again. He finds his target, Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 21-yard line.
hands it off out of the gun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
41 the mark, 41 the mark. Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit.
Here's Minshew. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Picks in the red zone, was trying to do some things, but it didn't come to fruition. My bad, Gardner. I wanted to play I should have played the rookie. And the game got out of hand. Get him some stuff.